What's up guys, Matt
and Tom
from the Football Boots team, and today we're going to be taking a close look at what boots were worn in the 2017 Wembley Cup. So that's the players from #United, Tekkers Town, and also the legends that played as well. And first of all, congratulations to #United for winning 6-1, which means Spenny's #boys have now won 3 on the spin. So next year the F2 are going to be creating their own F2 FC team. But let's get right into the video to see what the players wore. So as you guys can see, we've got the highlights of the match playing behind us, and what better place to start than Spencer Owen, captain of #United. Now on his Instagram, he did have the Umbro Medusa 2 Elites and also a blackout pair of the A17.1 Prime Knits, but he didn't wear either of those boots. He actually went back to the A16.1 Prime Knit in the launch green colourway. But what about the Tekkers Town captain?
So the captain for Tekkers Town was obviously Jeremy Lynch. Now he wore the pure speeds on his feet from the Pyrostorm pack, and obviously within the game he did score that penalty, which was the 1 goal for Tekkers Town.
Now alongside Jeremy Lynch, you can't forget about his partner in crime, Billy Wingrove. Now Billy did actually come on for the last couple of minutes, and what he wore was the Adidas Nemesis 17.1 Pyrostorm pack colourway. Now a story about one of his teammates, the legend Gerrard, is that he came to the game with his Adidas A16.1 leathers in the red limit pack, so red at the front, black at the back, but they were fitting a bit too tight. So he asked Billy if he could wear his X17.1s, which were in the Ocean Storm colourway.
Now next up, we got one of the more exciting boots that we actually saw at the Wembley Cup this year. It is Ryan Adams, and he was actually wearing a custom pair of Glitch. It was blue and white, but it also had the # logo on the heel and the Wembley Cup on the toe box. They looked really, really slick.
Now another player who didn't actually make it onto the pitch this time was Joe Weller. Bit of a shame because he was one of the biggest names for Tekkers Town. Now although he didn't actually get onto the pitch, on the bench he was wearing a white-out pair of the Vapors.
Next up, we got Theo Baker, and he was wearing the Pyrostorm Pure Speeds. Now he actually scored the 3rd and 4th goal for #United.
Now, just like we said about the F2 boys, you can't have Theo Baker without Charlie Morley. They come hand in hand. Now, Charlie actually scored the 5th goal for #United, and he was wearing the Thunderstorm Pack Pure Speeds.
So next up, we had Cian Garnier wearing the Nemesis 360 in that Pyrostorm pack.
Now we get on to my pick for the man of the match, and I think he was actually gifted the man of the match award as well, and that is Scotty Pollock, who won the trials for #United. For me, hands down the best player on the pitch. Now he was wearing the red limit Messi Pure Agilities from last season. They look very good on his feet, and he performed excellently, and he got 2 assists in the game.
Next up, we got Kieran Brown, and he actually wore the Blue Blast X Pure Chaos in the game.
Another player was Rota Short, and he wore the launch Nike Magista Obra 2s.
Now Chris and D also copied him with the Magista Obra 2s, but he wore his Red Out edition.
Now one of the oldest boots in the game was Josh Peters, who wore the X15.1s, launched a couple of seasons ago in that original solar yellow colourway.
Now from one of the oldest boots to one of the newest, Daniel Cutting was wearing the Nemesis 360s from the Pyrostorm pack. One
of the biggest names in the game was KSI, and just like Spencer Owen, he wore the A16.1 Prime Knits, but in the blue and yellow colourway.
William Gallas was wearing a boot that we haven't yet talked about from the game. He was wearing the Vapors and the Lock and Let Loose pack.
Jamel 15 is next. Now he was wearing one of my favourite looking boots from last season. That is the Radiation Flare Tiempo Legend 6.
Now Tobe Jizzle was wearing the fresh new Pyrostorm Pure Controls, which I think looks sick.
Poet was a centre half in the game, and he wore one of the classiest looking boots, the Adidas Copper 17.1s.
Now onto a legend, Robbie Savage, and he was wearing the Adidas X 17.1s from that Pyrostorm pack.
From one legend to another, we go to Emil Heskey, everyone's favourite England striker. Now he was wearing the Nike Tiempo Legend as well in that Motion Blur colourway.
Now onto Reeve, he was wearing the Blue Blast X17 Plus Pure Chaos.
One of the biggest players in the game was ex-USA international Jimmy Conrad, who wore the X16.1 Mercury pack.
Yeah, and in the net we had David James. He was wearing the Nemesis 17.1 from the Ocean Storm pack. Bit of a weird choice for a keeper.
Now, of course, the #United boys are sponsored by Umbro, so a lot of them wear the Medusa 2 Elites. Now, we've of course got Seb, Phil Martin, Sam Ecott and Dan Brown wearing the Medusas, but Jack Harrison in the centre midfield, who also had a very good game alongside Scott Pollock, wore the UX Acuros.
So one of the classiest boots that I reckon were out on the pitch were those Tempo Legend Blackout, brand new boot, worn by Rich Beck, and I think they look class.
But what about the goalkeepers? Well, Andy Jeff Watts wore the Adidas World Cup, very classy choice. And then we look at Hugh Wizzy, who was actually wearing the Blackout Pure Controls. So guys, there it is, every single pair of boots worn in the 2017 Wembley Cup. But the poll card question today is, next year for the 2018 version, who is going to win? Hashtag United again for 4 times in a row, or the new F2FC team? And one more point to mention is that we actually created our own hashtag and also F2 boots. So if you want to see that video, click on this screen now. But guys, that's it, all wrapped up. So thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it, and always,
we'll see you next time.